What are some tools or things that you can suggest that that might help in this transition? And I know, the Serious Things Club had listed what he called the 5 sutras of the Aquarian Age, and I thought maybe you could share something on what that is and how that can help.
So first of all, what is a sutra? Sutra means a thread. So it means a complete thought that you can express in one line. And the reason that teachers have taught orally in sutras for years is because you can hold that line and remember it very easily, and it contains a complete thought or concept in it. So Guru Mastic suggested that we talk about these sutras of the Aquarian Age that Yogi Bhajan gave us, which sum up, a key thought or a key way of behaving in the Aquarian Age.
The first one was, understand through compassion, otherwise you might misunderstand the times.
So this sutra is about how do you understand what's happening. And what the sutra says is that when you try to figure it out using your mind, it's an endless process. But that if you understand it through your heart, through compassion, by being present with it, whether it's a situation that's happening in the physical world, whether it's another person, whether it's an issue in your own life, or a decision, or an opportunity, something that you have to deal with, when you approach it through your heart rather than through your head, then you understand it clearly.
And this relates to the second point, which was recognize that the other person is you.
Well, that's my favorite sutra. Recognize that the other person is you. In the Piscean Age, the line was, do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Right? There's what I call the golden rule. Right? Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. In the Aquarian Age, that becomes the other person is you. Because ultimately, we each have a skin. It's very good we have a skin. Skin is a good thing. But we're connected beyond our skin. We're connected and part of each other. Our words, our actions affect other people. So in the moment that you speak, in the moment that you act, if you anchor the thought that the other person is you and you are the other person, then you speak and act very consciously.
The third point, it says, when the time is on you, start and the pressure will be off.
Yeah, that's the hardest part. Anyone who's done an assignment for school or had a deadline at work or had to file their taxes, these are all things we kind of put off because we don't want to do them really, and we're saying, well, I still got time. I can do that at the last minute. This sutra is very simple. All it says is that once you overcome that block of that getting started and you begin the task, then all of a sudden the task no longer seems as big in your mind as it did before you started, and the way becomes clear to complete that task. So that's a very simple sutra, but it's such a practical one.
The next point was there's a way through every block.
Well, isn't that a beautiful thing? Every problem contains its solution. Every block has its own way through. What this sutra says is there's no such thing as a block that's absolute, that every block has a way through it. So, we have a beautiful mantra for breaking through blocks and finding the way through, right? Ad Sach, Jagad Sach, Be Sach, Nanak Hosi Be Sach. Because everyone knows that story of Sukhmani Sahib, and then Guruji was stuck on the beginning of 17th Pauri, and Baba Siddhi Chand came and quoted his father and broke the block, and then the rest of Sukhmani got written. So the power of that, when you feel blocked, sit down and do that. Ad Sach, Jagad Sach, He Be Sach, Nanak Hosi Be Sach.
The last final one was vibrate the cosmos, and the cosmos shall clear a path.
Well, if you run around in circles in your mind, you never get to the path because you're constantly in a loop. So this sutra says get out of the loop. Stop trying to figure out the way out. sit down and chant God's name. Create that vibration of infinity within yourself, and then the infinity resonates and responds within you, and the path is laid clear for you. So as long as you feel limited, that you have to figure it out, that you have to do it, that you have to come up with a solution, that's a very painful way to approach life. A better way to approach life is let the way be shown to you through your own intuition, and just vibrate the infinite and let the infinite handle it.